Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do object removal in DaVinci Resolve. Now, this particular clip here is actually a stationary shot because it's actually fixed to a tripod. So this is perfect for removing static objects if your camera is not moving. Now, as you can see in this particular clip here, I have a washing line in my backyard, which I have forgotten to remove while doing my video. So to use it, simply go click on your actual clip in the timeline. Okay, so you can simply go to your color tab and then create yourself a new node. So right click and then do add serial. Then in the search bar on the effects, make sure the effects panel is showing by clicking effects, then search and search for object. And you should see object removal. Drag that guy onto your second node. And then you're going to need to draw around the object, which we can do with the window tool, which is this window mask tool on the left hand side. Click on that and then click on the pen. Now, if you've got more of a square object, you can click on the square, or a circular object, then click on the circle. But the pen is probably best for most objects. Click so you have the red square around it. Then we're going to click around the object, a few actual dots to make sure we have kind of selected the entire object, all the way until the last dot. And you can see on the node here, we have a grey square, and then we have this little black line, which is the mask around a particular object. Now, because this actual scene doesn't have any motion, so the objects are not moving, we can simply click Assume No Motion, and then Build Clean Plate. And it's magically gone. Now you can click on Show Clean Plate, and the object's magically gone. Let's go to the editor, and we can see, hey presto, our object has now completely disappeared. And so when we play the clip, we no longer see the object. Now, if you actually had a moving object, which I don't unfortunately in this particular example, then it's quite straightforward. You can just click on tracking on the right hand side, and then click the left and right arrow button for it to track the object backwards and forwards. Now, that would only make sense if you actually got something like a moving car or a person or something you're trying to move from objects. And perhaps in a later video, I'll actually show you how to do some motion tracking on particular objects, but I just wanted to particularly give you this example for static objects. And that's it. That's how easy it is to do object removal for static objects in DaVinci Resolve. Then go to the normal color page at the bottom. So we have our node, make sure the node is selected, of course. And then we need to go into right click and do add a serial node. Now go to effects on the top right and do a search, and we're looking for object removal. Now just drag on that object removal effect onto the second node. Now the idea is we're going to create a mask to draw around the particular offending object, which is this line here. Now to do that, click where the little window icon is on the toolbar at the bottom. And then pick the best tool for the job, which is generally the pen tool at the bottom. Click that, make sure it's selected, and then it's a case of clicking and actually drawing some points just around the particular object, all the way around, and so you've covered it. And then join back on the starting dot. So that is going to be the actual mask. And you can see we have on the second node the little black area, which is the object that's going to be masked out. And now we actually have to do the object removal. Now it kind of depends on your clip. If your clip has a lot of motion, then you're going to have to do tracking in order to make sure the selection stays with the appropriate object. Now to do that, click on where it's got the tracking icon on the right, just next to where it's got window, and then click the backwards and forwards arrow to do the tracking left and right. And it's going to go off. You can see on the window up here where it's actually keeping a track of the object. Now in this particular scene, the actual camera is not moving because it's fixed to a tripod. So it's actually not really strictly necessary to do tracking, but I just wanted to show you how to do it if you have an object that's actually moving. If you don't actually have an object that's moving like I've got here, you can actually click where it says assume no motion. Click that, and it's basically a very fast way of being able to just draw the mask around a particular object. And then it's just a case of clicking build clean plate. And as you do that, you can see you actually have the object pretty much almost disappeared. And then go back to the editing page, and hey presto, the object has pretty much completely vanished from the shot. And of course, we actually play the clip, we no longer have the object.